A pleasant good evening, everybody. I hope you had a very blessed day and that if you're still on the road, that God's journey in mercies will carry you safe at home. And if you're already home, I pray that everything is in order so you can just relax and just watch this video that I am posting. I want to share with you two experiences I had recently. First one, normally I would hear people say that going up on the prayer mountain is such an experience. And trust me, I've always wanted to go, but I never had the chance to. But recently I got the chance to. And trust me, in spite of the physical getting up there, which was very hard for me, and the mosquitoes and the sandfly and all the flying creatures, which I really don't like. Even though I had my off, still don't like them. But when I got to the top of the mountain where the cross is, even though it was a struggle, and if you really think about it, to actually come to Christ is a struggle. If you can really be true for those who are in Christ, who are sons and daughters of God, if you can really be true, you will say that it wasn't easy. There are many a times you made up your mind, you went up to the altar, you said the sinner's prayer, you went up for prayer, but you didn't follow through. You didn't follow through with baptism. You just said, you know what? But it was a struggle. Even when God has been knocking at your door, He's been calling you, He's been sending people to you, you name it. And we just didn't at the time. But I can tell you, just being up there, even though it was a struggle to get up there physically, because I am physically unfit at the moment. So it was a physical challenge, but I went to the top. And irrespective of those creatures that I don't like, I was up there praying, and it was a few of us up there. Many persons believe that you have to have you have to have a bag of people. It has to be a massive crowd in order for God to show up. Nope. He says where two or more are gathered, He's in the midst. And trust me, He was in our midst yesterday. Just being up there, now I understand why people love being up there. And right, so just being up there, I was ministered to. God moved in a mighty way. Coming down, I came down feeling different. I wanted to shout, I wanted to scream, I wanted to dance. I went home to get my laptop, and this is the second experience where, trust me, God is so awesome. He's awesome, and He never fails to get to His people. Yesterday, when I went home to get my laptop, uh, I was fixing midday lunch, breakfast at the same time. After it was finished, I sat around the counter and I was eating. And then the doorbell rang, so I had to let in the individual. And while I was closing back the gate to come and finish up eating, there was a gentleman. There were two workmen in the yard working outside, which I didn't know that there were two. In fact, I didn't know that there was anybody outside. I thought the noise was coming from next door. And while I was closing the grill, the gentleman came in front of me. And I said, "Sir, can I have a word with you, please?" Just trying to be polite. I said, "Do you go to church?" But I know he didn't. Because when the Lord showed me him, I knew what the Lord wanted. I could have gone back in to